Welcome to my Gofundme campaign for my book, The Repetition of Light. I'm so glad that you landed on this page and that you want to support me in getting to the finish line for this project. I spent 14 years writing this book and I just have a little way to go. Got to do the book cover design, got to do some copy editing and put it out into the world, and I would love your support to do that. And as a little gift today for you coming to see my campaign page, I'm going to read you the introduction to the book, which no one has seen except for my 6 beta readers. And hopefully this will inspire you to make a donation and support me in this project. Here we go. I was sitting on the dirt floor of a shack in a back alley of a small town on Lake Atitlan in Guatemala. I was squeezed into a hot corner with random people who had traveled from far parts of the world, like New Zealand and Southern California, to learn, to heal, and worship other ways of being that were not honored in modern life. There was a fire burning in the center of the room. It was surrounded by stones, candles, flowers. I thought I could see dancing figures in the flames. The shaman was speaking to the fire. She was asking permission for us to be there, offering our sincerest gratitude. The medicine man was waving smoking plants at my head and chanting in an ancient Mayan language. He blew smoke into my forehead and I felt a portal open. There were fireworks in my gut, in my nerves, in my soul. The woman said, "The fire approves of you. The fire knows you're here to do good things. The fire says you have gifts to share." My heart softened, shedding condemnation, flooding with worthiness. I began sobbing immediately, crying like a kid who's just dropped his ice cream on the pavement. I couldn't help it. These rituals always make me cry. I've been like this for my entire life. Overwhelmed by reverence of sacred ceremony. It doesn't matter if it's a Catholic church, a Buddhist temple, a yogi ashram, or smoky circle in Central America. The presence of the divine just wrecks me. I dashed out of the room when it was done. I crouched in a corner with a friend and smoked one of her hand-rolled cigarettes. "Are you okay?" she asked. "That was so intense," I said. My journey to Guatemala had been intense. My whole life had been intense. I dropped into this world like I dropped into this room of fire. I was burning before I even came out of the womb. I want to tell you how I came to be here. I want to tell you because I think our stories matter. I think our stories weave us together, intertwine us, and protect us. Many years ago, I interviewed women healers from all over the world and I documented their life stories in my doctoral dissertation. I was in my mid-20s at the time and I was obsessed with indigenous medicine. I was enamored by people who could read human energy as easily as we read the newspaper. I was longing for wisdom, drowning in chaos, hoping they would throw me a lifeline. And they told me so many things, profound insights that pierced me and reverberated in my being throughout the years. Jean, for example, was trained in shamanic journey work, similar to the Mayan ceremony that I attended in Guatemala. And she said something that rocked my world. In my own healing process, I'll go through a cycle I call a real learning curve where I get hit by so much stuff and I have no idea what this means or why it's happening. And then there'll be a moment of, aha, oh, I get it, which is so great. I wish we didn't have to go through all the pain in order to heal and be free. And I wish we could get a shortcut, but it's just something we have to go through. So make sure you plan plenty of support so you can totally fall apart, totally be a mess, and be in the experience of pain. Because we have to go there in order to get to the other side. Oh shit, I thought. Fall apart, be in the mess. I wanted the shortcut, or at least an immunity to the pain. Pain was the reason I had landed on the healing path. Pain was the problem I was trying to solve. I didn't want to hear this was something I had to look forward to. Mary Jo, a psychiatric nurse, confirmed Jean's sentiment during my research, telling me, I'd say to my friends, I feel like I've completed a cycle. And I don't know what it is, but I've completed it. And then my life would take off in a whole new direction, like you have with certain seasons. You have decay, and you've completed that, and then you have rebirth. Geez Louise, I thought, cycles of death and rebirth? What about a smooth elevator ride to the top of the hill with a scenic view? I tucked away their words like I buried mementos in the shoebox in the back of my closet. And then, when cycle after cycle hit me on my own path, one tornado after another, I pulled out their words and reminded myself, they told me this would happen. I don't know what I would have done if I did not have their stories to soothe and reassure me. I don't know how I would have survived if I had not read the hundreds of memoirs about wise women on the heroine's journey. And I don't know how I would have maintained my sanity as a semi-psychic, sensitively empathic, awakening woman on the wounded healer's journey. Thank Goddess for women who came before me. Thank Goddess I had the foresight and good fortune to learn from them nearly 20 years ago. And now here I am, as close to their wisdom as I'll ever be, just shy of a half century on the planet. I know their sentiments like I know my own breath, warm and familiar. I rode the cycles they described through messy miles of pain and confusion. I relearned the lessons that they taught me during my own fumbling experience. The path was not a straight line. It was spiraled like a Fibonacci sequence, realities inside other realities, patterns within patterns, and I feel like I've arrived somewhere. A place of acute awareness, wholeness, and middle-aged confidence. And I want to tell you how I got here, because I want my story to be one that you remember when you find yourself spinning in the scary spirals, tumbling and fumbling, falling into the abyss. I want you to be in the mess of life and think, oh, this is what she means. And then feel yourself rising up on the current of knowing that you're not alone. I want you to think, if she has walked this way before me and survived, I can do it too. I want my story to be a reminder that even the darkest night will end with a sunrise. That's the beauty of the endless repetition of light. Oh, my love, Gabrielle. Okay, so you get a lot of different gifts if you support me. There's donations from $10 to $1,000, parties, thank you cards, different kinds of acknowledgement. So thank you so much for being here today, and I look forward to this book release with your support. Thank you.